The rivalry between 50 Cent and Ja Rule dates back to the 90s and is one of the most intense in the hip-hop world. Originating from diss tracks, heated interviews, social media confrontations, and even physical altercations, this hostility has endured for decades. Before rising to fame with the album Get Rich or Die Tryin', 50 Cent was an up-and-coming rapper who provoked other artists, including Jay-Z, $E, DMX, and Big Pun, in tracks like 1999's How to Rob. Although considered promising, he wasn't on the same level as Ja Rule, who already had his debut album Veni Vedi Vecchi certified platinum, highlighted by the success of Holla Holla. At some point, tensions arose between the two, leading 50 Cent to challenge Ja Rule and initiate a feud with Murder Incorporated. The result was one of the most prolonged and fervent rivalries in hip-hop, continuing to impact the music scene to this day. With the resurgence of the feud between these two artists, it's interesting to revisit the history of this beef, recalling key moments, diss tracks, interviews, and confrontations that contributed to this enduring rivalry. Discover below how it all began. The story began in South Jamaica, Queens, the region where both 50 Cent and Ja Rule reside. While 50 was on the rise with mixtapes, Ja had already established himself as a star in the area. Rumors suggest that their conflict arose during the filming of a music video, where 50 felt uneasy about the attention Ja was receiving. Ja, on the other hand, claims that 50 was rude during a handshake. Another point of contention is the alleged theft of Ja's chain by associates of 50, fueling animosity. The truth seems to vary depending on the perspective. This tension resulted in several diss tracks from 50 against Ja Rule and Murder Incorporated, sparking an intense rivalry of provocative songs. The dispute took a violent turn in 2000 when a physical altercation between the rappers occurred, with 50 punching Ja and Ja retaliating with a knife, according to reports that are not entirely clear. In the same year, 50 was attacked by Ja Rule's team outside the Hit Factory studios, an incident documented in which he emerged with minimal damage, according to his version of events. Eminem entered the equation by signing 50 Cent a few years later. The feud escalated when Ja Rule mentioned Eminem's daughter in Loose Change, turning the rivalry between 50 Cent and Ja Rule into a conflict between Shady Records and Murder Incorporated. After several diss tracks from Shady Records, the dispute cooled down, with Ja Rule's side remaining silent. According to Chris Gotti, brother of the Murder executive, the reason for the silence was the label's investigation for drug trafficking and ties to the so-called The Supreme Team, a gang. Both 50 Cent and Murder Incorporated had connections to the Supreme Team in their days in the drug trade. The song Ghetto Chew Ran, where 50 mentions the Supreme Team, sparked controversy and was associated with the shooting attempt against him. These are some details of a lasting feud, with 50 Cent generally recognized as the winner in the end.